away.
With Tower Simulator 3. I've been playing this game for quite a bit now. I've gotten quite used to the way that the game works, handling of the aircraft, and I just wanted to go back to where it all started. We have a series of challenges built into the game, and then, as you can see, I've obviously got the tower companion that allows me to generate additional challenges. But I'll go back to where it all started with a morning coffee run between 8 and 10 a.m. at St. Thomas Island, also known as TIST. With this one, I'll bring in the Nerges design database and airplane set, just because I prefer playing with real airlines versus the ones that come with Tower Simulator 3. Let's go back to where it all began. We'll be doing everything from runway 10. We have in front of us our terminal and all of our gates, and we've also got a cargo and bizjet set of ramps down the bottom. Camera 3 shows us our incoming. Again, I prefer to drop these down a bit. Just makes it a bit more manageable when you've got multiple planes on there. Camera 4, our METAR, shows the wind direction, or the wind direction and the strength, and we've got the ability to turn on and turn off the airport lights. And as you can see just below the monitor, it looks like there is a bit of rain, so I might just turn the airport lights on. Camera 5 gives us the strips, and as you can see, we have got a plane that has called up for departure, and F5 command, so you have the ability to do commands instead of type in the commands. So if we go 8741, just in case you don't want to use the microphone, once you've typed in the plane identifier, you can then select from one of the options to help populate in the command, or you can type it out yourself. If we go back to F1, you've also got the ability to change desks within the tower. And if we go F7, so camera 7 sits above the terminal. Well, I've elevated it up above the terminal, the tower. Really having a bad day with words today. Is a bit overcast, and we have got some rain falling, and as you can see from the reflections on the ground there, it has been raining for quite a bit. We've got some puddles starting to form. Do I have any other cameras set up? No, I don't. So I generally like to set up a camera just above the top of the terminal, just so that I can look a bit closer in on the planes. One of the cool features that I feel they have added into the game is 3D UI, which gives you the ability to control the planes and issue commands, as well as see exactly which planes are within your control versus which ones are still sitting on the ground. I'll just issue a command here. So approve expect runway 10, and we'll send that command. You'll see that that's now changed with the runway that the plane has been tagged to. So we'll just go Control F8 to set that camera. And the other camera that I'd like to set up at TIST is one. We'll just go down this way a bit. We might just drop that just so that we can see down the runway. I'll set that as my F10 camera, and maybe we'll set one up down in the cargo GA section. Do we go there? No, we'll set one up on top of this light post. Oops, moving a bit too fast. Let's set up here. So if I set up here, actually that might not be a good idea. Can I put it on the pole? If I put it on the pole, there we go. And we'll set it up so that it's facing that way. So we'll do that as our F9 camera. So if we go through the cameras again, we've got F7 on top of the tower, F8 on top of the terminal, F9 over in the GA. Looks a bit like a security camera. Hey. And F10 we've got on the runway. Okay. And let's go back, and we might as well start. We've already issued a command there. One of the other things that I like to do, if I'm not going to set up in the tower, is to also bring up some of the screens from the tower, so that I can see what's going on without needing to actually be up in the tower. So we'll just zoom out a bit there, drop our icon and our tag sizes again. I might shrink that a bit. Put that up, and we'll do the same for the ADAS. Let's zoom in a bit more. Does that give us everything? Pretty much. Let's get rid of the POV. Let's drop the tag size down, and we'll drop the icon down, and let's get cracking.
Approved, expect runway 10, K rate 741.
So looking at the flight schedule of this airport, there's not too many arrivals, not too many departures. If we have a look down at some of the planes that we've got here at the terminal, if we've got anyone preparing yet. Doesn't look like we've got anyone preparing just yet. Camera's a bit jittery. Must be because it's raining. Anyone with their doors open? No. And because it's daytime, it's a little bit hard to see if they have their nav lights on. Looks like Spirit's got it. Does it? Spirit's got their nav lights on.
St. Thomas ground, K rate 741 ready to taxi.
Just going. I'll control this one here, and it's a very simple airport. We don't necessarily need to go taxi via. If we were handling something down here, maybe, but it's a straight run out, so I'll just issue it with the runway command.
Runway 10, K rate 741.
Doesn't look like there's too much activity happening today, is there? Got quite a few turboprops here. Standing on top of the JetBlue. Alright, let's go back to, let's reset our camera. So one of the things that I have done quite a bit when I've come back to play TIST is I've actually changed the speed, just because I find that there's not a lot of activity happening. Looking at the schedule, so it's currently 8:07. Our next departure is scheduled for 8:15, and our next arrival is 8:15 as well. So yeah, it's pretty quiet. So I might just speed it up a bit and probably get our first departure underway. We'll most likely get this one out before there's any other planes that call up. Okay, so I'm not going to use the microphone for this. Okay, so let's go. We're going runway 10, cleared for takeoff. And one of the other things that I'd like to do is to issue a single command. Instead of needing to keep track of the plane after it's taken off, I like to issue the on reaching altitude. We set that to about 1,000 feet. Click OK. So the command runway 10, cleared for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1,000, and then we want them to contact departure. So we don't need to worry about them after they have taken off. They'll automatically transfer across to another radio channel, and then they're out of our control. So I'll issue that command.
Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. K rate 741.
Okay. It's quite wet here. Looks like the rain has picked up a bit more. Oh, sounds like a fly. There we go. Our first departure of the episode and of this tutorial. Up here, it's slowly climbing up to 400, 500 feet. As soon as this reaches 010 or 1,000 feet, it'll turn grey, and that means that it's transferred out of our control. And you can also see that here with the 3D UI. That's it. It's currently 8:12. We'll speed it up to 4 times. Hopefully, we get another plane call up pretty quickly. Using the T3 assistant on my second screen, I have got all of the departures and arrivals. Gives me a nice
St.
list
Thomas
of
Ground,
every call
Night
up.
Cargo 383 with information hotel, requesting push and start.
And here we go. So, Night Cargo 383, push back approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. Night Cargo 383.
I'll keep it at 4 times and see whether we can handle it at the
St.
faster
Thomas
pace.
Ground, Night Cargo 383 ready to taxi.
Night Cargo 383, runway 10.
Runway 10. Night Cargo 383.
I'd be
St.
concerned
Thomas
if they were moving
Tower,
this fast,
Night Cargo
in real
388
life.
on final 10.
Here we go. Night Cargo 388, runway 10, cleared to land. So we've got a couple of arrivals coming in.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Night Cargo 388.
St. Thomas Tower, Kai 8071 on final 10.
Kai 8071, runway 10, cleared to land. Well, it didn't.
St. Thomas Ground,
Kai
Silver Wings 129er with information
8071,
hotel,
runway 10,
requesting
cleared to
push and
land.
start.
Kai 8071. No. I'm gonna have to slow this
St.
down.
Thomas Ground, high rate 021 with information hotel, ready to start.
Runway
This is
10,
not-
clear to land. Kai 8071.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000,
Silver Wings
contact departure.
129er,
Night Cargo
pushback
383.
approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. Silver Wings 129er.
It doesn't seem to like Kai 8021. No, it doesn't like it. Kai 8021. Approved, expect runway 10. Huh. It's actually
Approved,
accepting it
expect
now.
runway 10. High rate 021.
Come on, you need to move. You need to move. Move. You've got one coming down your backside. Move it. Faster. Come on. Night Cargo. Speed up. We've got one coming in. Our first landing of the episode. So I was saying that it wasn't very busy, and I like to keep it on a faster speed, but yeah, we've got a bit more activity now, so we'll see how that
St.
goes.
Thomas Ground, high rate 021 ready to taxi.
Looks like it's touching
St.
the water
Thomas
as it goes
Ground,
across there.
Silver Wings 129er ready to taxi.
Silver Wings 129er, runway 10.
Negative, I'm on the taxiway already. Silver Wings 129er.
Silver Wings 129er, runway 10.
Runway 10. Silver Wings 129er.
Care 8021, runway 10.
Runway 10. High rate 021.
So we've got Night Cargo 388 that's coming in. So what we might issue here is Night Cargo 388, taxi to ramp, hold short, Charlie.
Taxi
this
to
should
ramp,
do
hold short of
is
taxiway
taxi-
Charlie.
taxi
Night
to
Cargo
about
388.
So that we don't end up with a collision with Kai 8021. And let's go and have a look at. I've forgotten my cameras. Let's just have a look at this. So Night Cargo should stop approximately about here at this juncture to allow. Oh, but we will still need it. So we zoom out. So we stopped quite short, which is good. That allows this one to get around. And then Night Cargo 388, continue taxi.
Continue
It's
taxi.
very low to the
Night
ground.
Cargo
It's quite tall.
388.
Silver Wings 129er, runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Oh,
Silver Wings
I
129.
had forgotten about this one, and you are going all the way up there. So let's see if it recognises it. Kai 8071. Nope. Kai 8071. 071. Kai 8071. Nope. Okay, we'll just say taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp. Kai 8071.
And this one down here. Keep forgetting my cameras. So we've got Silver Wings taking off, and we've got Kai 8021. That's down here. We can get them to line up and wait for the runway to be clear. Kai 8021. Runway 10. Line up and wait.
Runway
line up
10. Line up and wait. High rate 021.
He'll come in and sit just about there, waiting for the command to take off. And we will wait until Silver Wings clears 1,000 feet before we get Kai to take off. It's almost there. Kai 8021, runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 10. Clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Let's pick this up
1000, contact departure.
So we'll get some
High
more
rate
planes.
021.
And we've still got nothing incoming. Looking at T3
St.
systems.
Thomas ground. Night cargo 385 with information hotel. Requesting push and start.
Night cargo 385, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Care
Night cargo
8561,
385.
approved, expect runway 10. Care 8561, approved, expect runway 10.
Approved. Expect runway 10.
Difference there,
High
there's no pushback
8561.
needed for
St.
AG.
Thomas ground. Night cargo 385 ready to taxi.
Night cargo 385, runway 10.
Runway 10.
Care
Night cargo
8561,
385.
runway 10.
Runway 10. High 8561.
Gave way.
St. Thomas ground.
Very nice.
High 8561 ready to taxi.
See if I can speed through this.
St. Thomas ground. High 8561 with information hotel. Ready to start.
Kai 8561, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 10. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
Night
departure.
cargo 385,
High
runway
8561.
10, line up and wait.
Runway 10. Line up and wait. Night cargo 385.
Night cargo 385, runway 10, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. It's an interesting noise at 4 times. Night cargo 385, runway 10, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. My microphone's not clearing.
Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Night cargo 385.
Whack!
St. Thomas ground, Flamenco 1201 with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Flamenco 1201, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10, Flamenco 1201.
So I can see that we've got 5 planes currently boarding. Doesn't look like we've got any arrivals coming anytime soon, but yeah, we'll see how we go at 4 times. We might increase it to 8
St.
times.
Thomas ground, Flamenco 1201 ready to taxi.
Flamenco 1201, runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I know I'm going to get criticised for that,
Runway
but
10,
there's no
cleared
incoming
for
flights,
takeoff
there's no
on
traffic, there's
reaching
no nothing, so
altitude 1000. Contact
so far there's
departure,
a little bit
Flamenco
of-
1201.
It's been a lot of prop action, but not a lot of jet action. A lot of JetBlue's currently boarding. United is still there. So because of that, and we've got nothing else happening, I'm going to increase it to 8 times. See if I can complete the whole challenge in this episode. And Flamenco is off.
St. Thomas Ground, 906 Tree Mike with Information Hotel, ready to start.
603 Mike. Approved. Expect runway 10.
Approved, expect runway 10, 906 Tree Mike.
Care 8081. Approved. Expect runway 10.
Approved, expect runway 10. High rate 081.
St. Thomas Ground, 906 Tree Mike, ready to taxi.
Kai 8081. Runway 10. Oh, we've got one coming.
Runway
in.
10.
Just slow it down a bit.
High rate 081.
Kai 564. Approved. Expect runway 10. Okay, so
Approved and expect runway 10. Kai 564.
this one needs to
St.
get
Thomas
all the
Ground.
way up
High
here.
rate 081 ready to taxi.
So he's going to have to cross the runway, and we'll probably do that at
St. Thomas
Golf.
Ground. High rate 081
Yeah,
with
cross the
Information Hotel. Ready to start.
9063 Mike, runway 10 via Golf, cross runway 28.
Runway 10, via Golf, cross runway 28, 906 Tree
So
Mike.
he's now going
St. Thomas Tower,
here,
carrying
cross over
251 on
here,
final
and come
10.
down here. Oh, it's a
St.
decent
Thomas
puddle.
Ground. Kai 564 ready to taxi.
Kai 564, runway 10. Kai 8081, runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Kai 8251, runway 10, cleared to land. The microphone's working now, so speech
Runway 10.
recognition must have
Kai 564.
resolved
Runway 10.
itself.
Clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude
We've got another
1000.
collision here.
Contact
Where
departure.
are they going to be
High
heading?
rate 081.
Runway
rain has
10,
stopped.
clear to land, carry 251.
It has, the rain has stopped, and we've got quite a few puddles.
St. Thomas Ground. Kai 564 with Information Hotel. Ready to start.
It's one of the things with speeding it up is that the voice commands get a little bit out of sync. So, what happened to 8081 is taking off. Yeah. Kai 564, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Let's get him out nice and quickly.
Runway 10. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Can we get
Kai
this one,
564.
Yeah, we can. 9063 Mike, runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Everything's under control, so we want to speed
906
it
Tree
up
Mike.
again to 4 times. And off he goes. Move it. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. And he is going to end up here. Care 8251, taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp, carry 251.
Let's increase it
St.
now.
Thomas Tower,
4
night
times.
cargo 500 on final 10.
Night cargo 500, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Night cargo 500.
Okay. It's a bit quiet again, hey? Not a lot happening. Let's speed it up again. 8 times is not really moving. Oh, JetBlue's getting ready. Yep, the beacon's
St.
on.
Thomas Ground, JetBlue 435 with Information Hotel, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 435, pushback approved, expect runway 10. Care 8201, pushback approved, expect runway 10. Just drop this
Pushback
back down
approved,
to
expect
2.
runway 10.
Okay.
JetBlue 435.
So, where are you wanting
Negative,
to go?
I don't need pushback truck, just approved. Skyrate 201.
But you've got a pushback truck approved. Oh, that's weird. Why would you have a pushback truck attached to you if you don't need it? And wouldn't that be destroying the props? Huh. Oh, well.
Approved, expect runway 10. Skyrate 201.
So,
St. Thomas Ground, JetBlue 435 ready to taxi.
night cargo 500, taxi to ramp, hold short, Charlie. So we don't want him to go up there whilst there's a
Taxi to
plane
ramp.
pushing back.
Hold short of taxiway Charlie.
JetBlue 435,
Night cargo
runway
500.
10. We get
Runway
JetBlue
10.
moving down
Arrival
and out
gate
of
is
the way.
occupied. JetBlue 435. St. Thomas ground. Kyrate 201 ready to taxi.
Care 8201, runway 10.
Runway 10. Kyrate 201.
Yeah.
St. Thomas
JetBlue
ground.
435,
Kyrate
runway
201
10,
ready
cleared
to
for
taxi.
takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Care 8201, runway 10, line up and wait. Just 'cause
Runway
there's nothing
10.
coming
Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
North
altitude
cargo
1000.
500,
Contact
continue
departure.
taxi.
JetBlue 435. Runway 10. Line up and wait. Kyrate 201.
in. Let's increase it to 4
Continue taxi. Night cargo 500. St. Thomas ground. Kyrate 201 with information hotel. Ready to start.
Care 8201, runway 10, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Okay,
Runway
not a lot
10.
happening again, so
Cleared
let's
for
increase
takeoff.
it to
On
8.
reaching altitude
Now let's
1000.
increase it to
Contact
16 times.
departure. Kyrate 201.
So we've only got one that's currently boarding over that way. No, we've got no boarding. And we've got no further activity. It's a good thing I've got this on 16 times.
St. Thomas ground. Anguilla 3341 with information hotel. Ready to start.
Oh, Anguilla. Anguilla 3341. Approved. Expect runway 10.
Approved. Expect runway 10. Anguilla 3341.
Anguilla 3341. Runway 10. Cross runway 10.
Runway 10. Crossed runway 10. Anguilla 3341. St. Thomas ground. Anguilla 3341 ready to taxi.
Anguilla 3341. Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Runway 10 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Anguilla 3341.
So we've got 12 minutes left in the stint, and it doesn't look like there's too much more happening. I'll just speed it up to 16 times again and see if we can get any more planes to wrap out the challenge. A nice early morning 2-hour stint at St. Thomas.
St. Thomas ground. Global Jets 2226 with information hotel. Requesting push and start.
Global Jet 2226. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Global Jets 2226.
We've got a camera down there, don't we? Where are we? Which one? Oh, very, very nice. Nice Cessna 400? 4-zip? Yeah. Very, very nice. It looks like we've got some incoming
St.
planes.
Thomas Tower. Twilight 35 on final 10.
Twilight. Twilight 35, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10. Clear to land. Twilight 35.
The jet engines are powering up.
St. Thomas ground.
Cessna.
Global Jets 2226 ready to taxi.
Global Jet 2226, runway 10. We can get you to cross.
Runway 10. Global Jets 2226.
Global Jet 2226, cross runway 10. It's a mess of
Cross runway
clouds.
10. Global Jets 2226.
Just stop moving the mouse, then we do this to do. There we go. Let's turn it on. Just getting a few thumbnails. Here he goes, crossing the runway. We only have about 2 minutes left of the challenge, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get these planes out. I might just go back up on top of the tower. Is Twilight going to land in time?
St. Thomas Tower, trade wind 706 on final 10.
Trade winds. Trade wind 706, runway 10, cleared to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Trade wind 706.
Moving very, very slow. Under a minute left. See if we increase it to. I don't think we're going to make the final takeoff. No, there we go. Just completed the first challenge of Tower Simulator 3 at St. Thomas Island. Only handled 17 planes within the 2-hour challenge, but we successfully managed to not have any incidents and to handle all planes correctly. It was a shame we couldn't get the last 2 arrivals in and that final departure out, but there we go. This will be the first video that I've uploaded to the YouTube channel, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm open to any feedback or anything that you guys may have to help make this this channel good, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.